Hello and welcome to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. This week we are going to go over a rum that I had previously reviewed, but they have a new version that tastes different, tastes even better, and I wanted to go over that and make a cocktail with that. Stay with me as we delve into another expression from a great rum company out of Oregon, Just Rum. Hello and welcome back to Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails. This week, as you notice, I'm wearing my Just Rum t-shirt. On the back it just says just a t-shirt. They have this kind of running joke that their rums are called Just Rum, their distillery is just a distillery, their t-shirt is just a t-shirt. I also have just a glass, and that's kind of their running gag with their everything that they do. It's kind of neat. They got a lot of great stuff. So if you're out in Oregon, I do recommend that you go and visit them. Sandy, Oregon is the area. I think that's maybe in the middle to western or eastern part of the state, but I'm not absolutely sure. But definitely, if you're out west, give them a little bit of your time and check them out and see what you can enjoy at their bar and restaurant and of all their great rums. So in the past, I had done a review on their American White Oak 2-year rum, and this was probably my favorite so far of their rums. Well, I don't know about there's others that are really, really good that I like too, but for just a sipping rum, this tasted pretty good, and what I wanted to do is do a quick comparison between I think this bottle was a second generation, and I know that the new bottle is a third generation. And this is a brand new crack of this one. I had a sample that they had sent to a rum club that I am in, and so I've already sampled it, and I know that it tastes really, really good. And I forgot they put a zip tie on these, so I got to cut this off. So they have these milk bottle type of bottles with this kind of old-fashioned topper. And these work really well to keep it sealed, but it's possible that in shipping that this could pop open, so they put a zip tie around that. So what we're going to do is do a comparison between the two. I will spend more time on the newer one than the older one because I'd already done this one in a review. And they do also, when you get their premium rums, you get these nice premium rum coins that allow you to get certain things at their distillery and bar and restaurant, and their parties that they have. So this is something that you get a hold of these and you keep them and you take them with you if you're going to go out there. So what we'll do here is kind of do a quick comparison. And I do have my notes from when I did this before, and I want to just kind of see if I get the same thing. Yeah, about pretty much the same as what I had written down from before. I've cinnamon and graham cracker. That's kind of on the nose. It's a really good taste. Now this one is 116 proof, and this is 106 proof. So it's only 10 proof difference, but you can definitely taste the higher proof on this. Let's see. My notes before, and I do agree with them. You get the oak from the American oak. You get some nuts, a little bit of graham cracker. Just an overall great taste. I said when I tried this before, I really, really liked this. So I was very glad that John Hasbrock, from the guy who started Just Rum, that he gave me got a bottle of this for me. something that was at the time not available, but he did get a bottle out of, I think it was out of his private stock for me. So I was very, very grateful for that. I have kind of been holding off on it because yes, it's very good, and I don't want to not have it. So I've been holding off on drinking it. But now that we got the new stuff, I'll probably start drinking that up, and before I move too far into this newer bottle. The newer bottle is a third generation, and I think that although it's a 2-year American oak, we had a meeting with him, and he talked a lot about some of the things he'd done different. I really can't remember everything he said. I do know he said what they did was they found that in the different ages of the American oak barrels, that they were finding that a 4-year age was the best taste that they were getting. So I don't know whether they mixed some older rums in with this, and 2 years is the minimum, or what. But in the future, they should be coming out with some 4-year American oak rums, which are hopefully going to be really, really good. But let's do a fresh tasting and nosing of this. Distinctly different. There's some spices like nutmeg, allspice perhaps. A bit of a kind of a raisin smell. I can smell kind of a little bit more of a sweetness, and definitely get a little bit of the oak tannins, not heavily, but a little bit of that. See what I get on the taste. So this is a little bit lower proof. It's 106 proof rather than 116, but the difference in this is really more of a sipping rum. This I'm going to make a cocktail with it, just to make a cocktail, but it's got a buttery taste. You can taste the allspice, and I get a little bit of like a nut, a hazelnut or something, some honey, and that's just on the my taste profile I'm picking up. Of course, get that oak, but it's not a heavy oak. It's a kind of a light oak. This has, although I really like the previous one, this third generation one is far better. It is better. It is more sippable. It doesn't have the higher ABV bite that the other one has, but this one you could just sip. You wouldn't have to water it down or do anything. It's really a good rum for sipping. So it does have a longer lasting taste. You still taste the raisin and vanilla. No burn. And that oakiness is still there. So it does have a really good finish as well. So John, you did a great job on this. I know that this is available currently on his website. Go to his website and check it out. But what I'm going to do now is make a cocktail. And this is a cocktail that I had actually got originally off of his website, I think. Either that or one that he just told us how to make when we were in one of the rum club meetings. But this is a Just Rum Mai Tia. Originally, I had made this, and I made it with a Maple Rested Rum. And his maple rums are really good. That maple barrel gives a very distinct taste. It's also the Maple Rested is on the website. But the American Oak 2-year, third generation is the one I'm using here, is what I'm going to try with this and see how good it tastes. I definitely need an assistant or something, because I'll forget something and they can be going to get it while I'm recording. But it does call for another type of rum that you need to do this. So let me break for a moment and get the ice. And what we need for this is 1 ounce of the Just Rum, in this case, the American White Oak. only need 1 ounce, so 1 ounce of rum fire. And this is a Hamden Estates rum. It's an overproof rum. So if you need just use any overproof rum, you can probably use Just Rum's white, which is an overproof, which is a higher proof rum, or their Uncle John's cut, which is a little higher. They're white oak, but it's a little bit better, and that would give you an overproof. But this specific rum fire has got a little bit hotter taste, and I think that's why they want that in here. Then 1 ounce of lime juice. And that is something I try to keep squeezed. And then creme de banana, 3/4 ounce. I forgot to write down the carbs on that, but I will put it in the information that pops up on the screen. Just probably a few carbs, but it does have a little bit of sugars in this. And this one is the Decempers. They call out liqueur de banana combière, if I pronounce that correctly. Probably a better banana liqueur, but this is cheap. This is what I got. Then orgeat, which I'm running low on, but it's only 1/2 ounce. And 1/2 ounce of cinnamon syrup. And I just use this cinnamon dolce from Skinny Syrups because that's got no carbs. And it tastes really good. But you can get other brands of sugar-free cinnamon. So, we'll shake that. And then I decided to put it in a tiki glass. That may be way too big, but we'll try that. And I'll just dump the ice that's in there, and then I will add some crushed ice. I think when I made this before, I made a double. And that's why it worked better in the tiki mug. But we'll add the crushed ice. And I will break away for a second because this glass is way bigger than I needed. So I'm going to just make a double. So I'll mix that and pour it in there without you having to watch that. Okay, so like I said, I made a double recipe to fit it in this tiki glass just because I didn't want to not use the tiki glass. Otherwise, use a smaller glass for a Mai Tai. That's better. But we got it in a tiki glass. It's a double recipe, and we will try that once we add the pineapple and a little umbrella. And lime wheel. And for these lime wheels and lemon wheels and orange wheels, I typically use these dehydrated ones. So that it's just something to always have around. And there we have the Just Rum Mai Tai. And in this case, it's a double, so it fits in the mug. That's an unbelievably good drink. Made even better with unbelievably good rum. So check out the recipe in the description. Check out the link to Just Rum, and also any other information that happens to be there. Kind of go through what the a transcript of not specifically what I say, but kind of what notes I have up when I'm doing the videos so that I try to remember stuff. But this is the review of the Just Rum American White Oak 2-year, the 3rd generation. It's a great tasting rum. It tastes great in this Mai Tai, and I think you're going to want to do this. If you don't have the Just Rum, you can make your Mai Tai to this recipe with any good rum that's been rested in some kind of a barrel, but you're going to get a very different taste because each rum has very distinct tastes and will give you something very different in the drink you get. But the maple was really good with this drink, and this American White Oak is really good with this as well. So I hope you do get a hold of this rum or any of the other Just Rum products. And I hope that you try this drink. Make it with the low carb stuff if you need to worry about that. If not, then just get regular orgeat and regular syrups and use those as well. But I do hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Give me comments. Give me any feedback that you think is appropriate. And definitely make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends and do all those things. I'd like to see the numbers of the people subscribing to get up a little higher. I've been doing this for a little while, and I'm not quite cracked 100. Hopefully by the time this airs, it will be past 100. But just want to be able to get more people to see these things so that they can enjoy great cocktails and great spirits without having to worry about all the sugars in them. So help me out, tell your friends, and come back next time for the next episode of Ask Alan About Low Carb Cocktails.